Do you have littles that you're bringing to Disney World? Well, buckle up because I have a video just for you. Hey everybody, it is Miranda with MickeyBlog, and today I am super excited to be here in Animal Kingdom doing a family-friendly video. This is for those of you who have kiddos and want to have a magical trip, not only for them, but for you as well. We're gonna talk about it all. The nursery, the family bathrooms, the rides that you can go on that have no height requirement, and everything in between. So buckle up, grab a pen and paper, and let's get going. First up, let's start with the essentials. First aid and nursery. This is gonna be right next to Creature Comforts, right around the corner there, which is essentially Starbucks. You heard that right, it is Starbucks. So right around the corner there, you're gonna find your first aid and your nursery. This is actually the largest and nicest nursery in all of Disney World. There are privacy windows so you can breastfeed or hang out with your child if you want to, which I think is really nice. And while I cannot film in there, according to cast members and mamas themselves, there is warmers for your breast milk or formula, and also fridges as well where you can store it. As we walk our way to our first attraction of the day, let's talk about the family bathrooms. You're gonna find one in Pandora, you're gonna find one at the Mombasa Marketplace, you're gonna find one at the Jungle Trek, Expedition Everest, Chester's and Hester's, and Flame Tree Barbecue. Now that we have those two things out of the way, let's move on to attractions. Our first attraction that we are gonna hit up that is family friendly is here in Africa, and it is Kilimanjaro Safaris. Here at Kilimanjaro Safaris, you set off in an open air vehicle for a guided tour of a lush African savanna and spot real animals roaming free. This is that attraction where it is any height, any age, and my recommendation is to go in the mornings, kind of like early afternoon. The animals are the most active, so early in the mornings or kind of right after they eat, after lunchtime, they are the most active. But I've seen them be most active in the morning, very, very early, like rope drop hours morning.
Like an upside down triangle or a hook. Yes, those live brown rock looking deals, those are definitely hippos. Now hippos will spend most of their day underwater, in which they will come up for a breath of fresh air every 8 minutes. We have an Anacoli cattle, also known as Watusi cattle. And it looks like he's scratching his head a bit. These babies are our newest additions here at the reserve. And if you look just past them, walking away in the distance, that is an eland. On the driver's side, we have mandrills. Mandrills are one of the largest species of monkey on the planet. That's right, folks. And we got another elephant right here. Looks like one of them, and I don't know what she's doing.
And sometimes you even get lucky and get stopped by animals. In my instinct, I'm currently getting stopped by an ostrich.
There are so many ostrich farms.
Another area over here in Africa that is family friendly is Gorilla Falls. It is an exploration trail where you can walk around and see a bunch of different animals, including your pals, the gorillas. Something that's really cool about the Gorilla Falls is that it's actually kind of in between, underneath, and intertwined with Kilimanjaro Safaris. And there they are. They actually welcomed a couple new babies. And there she is. I can't remember if it's a she or a he, but adorable nonetheless. Oh, look at them. Leaving the Gorilla Falls, there's one more thing here in Africa that you can do, and it's actually the Wildlife Express train. So let's go check it out. The Wildlife Express train takes you to Rafiki Planet Watch, where there is an affection section, butterflies, the conservation station, and where you can take a short drawing class, which I think is super fun. Also, a note about this one is that your strollers do have to be parked as you enter in. They cannot go on the train. While we're talking about it, let's talk about strollers. You're gonna wanna bring one. You can rent one if you choose to. There are, for a single day, for a single stroller, it is $15. For multi-days, it is $13. For a double stroller, it is $31. And for a multi-day double stroller, it is $27. Might wanna bring one, you can check it in at the airport, you know. You can do it a couple of number of ways. You can do it that way, where you rent the stroller here at Disney World, or you can bring one with you, or you can buy a cheap one and have it shipped to your resort when you get there. So while I wait for the train, even if you do not have like a little that is in a stroller, and maybe you have, like, you know, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10-year-olds type of range. I know kiddos that are still in their strollers for Disney World in like the age of 12, those early 10s, because you don't want to be carrying your kiddo around with you as they are tired and get a little grumpy throughout the day. You don't want to carry them, and so that's what's such a blessing about the stroller. Plus, you can pack a bunch of stuff in the stroller, which I find amazing, and I'm ready for that life for the stroller. I'm ready to have like a really easy way to carry things versus a backpack. I also love coming over here because it's a large building that is air conditioned, and not a lot of people like to take the time to come over here to the conservation station, but I personally really enjoy not only the learning aspect of it, but everything that you get to see and do inside as well. One of the things that you can do, like I mentioned earlier, is do the animation experience, which is where you just get to draw a character with a talented cast member, which I think is super fun. This is what they are drawing currently. Is it Pua? It looks like Pua. And nothing is happening right now as far as surgery and healthcare goes, but this is where you can also see behind the scenes of some of the animal healthcare procedures and things that will go on. You'll even get to see some animals as well. Looks like we got a bunch of different frogs in here. That is the green and black poison dart frog. Ooh. Don't touch that one. Over in this section, we have reptiles. Miranda doesn't do snakes, so she's not getting any closer. Yes, they're behind like 4 layers of glass, but no thank you. Over here, we have invertebrates, aka bugs. So if you have a bug lover in your party, there is so much bug action over here. And it looks like we actually have some cast members talking about some bugs as well over here, kind of showing off something. A scorpion? I can't quite tell. Giant prickly stick is one of them. Very fun. Oh, cute. And over here you can learn a little bit more about the nutrition in a lot of different animals. But let's head outside to the affection section, aka the petting zoo. This is where you can pet a few different animals and learn a little bit more about them. For example, over here it looks like we have some goats. Super cute. Oh, I love goats. They're so cute. You can either brush them, pet them, hang out with them, whatever you want to do, take pictures with them. That's what you can typically do over here, which is really fun for kiddos and adults alike to be able to just get really close and interactive with the different animals. There's a lot of different animals over here, so I highly recommend checking out this area of Animal Kingdom. Now leaving Africa, and we're going to enter into the world of Avatar. Okay, Pandora. Let's do everything we can in Pandora that is kid-friendly. Here in Pandora, your family-friendly attraction is Navi River Journey. You can take a mystical journey by boat deep into Pandora's fantastic glowing rainforest. Finished with Pandora. That's all that there is family friendly wise over in Pandora, and I am going to actually run through the other things that you can do. And my personal favorite part in any aspect is shows. The shows you can do are Festival of the Lion King, which is a delight and a larger-than-life show filled with songs, pageantry, puppets celebrating the classic movie The Lion King. You also have things like Finding Nemo, which is great as well. You can dive into a spectacular stage show filled with puppets, singers, and other performers. You have the Feathered Friends in Flight, where you can take a look at the animal behavior specialist for a behind-the-scenes look at the free flying birds at Disney's Animal Kingdom theme park. They are incredible. Like, there's so much talent in these birds, like, it's wowing. Definitely a fan favorite of mine. Then you also have It's Tough to Be a Bug. Now this one can be a little scary for some, but this is where you can discover what it's like to be a bug during this 3D film and live show inspired by the Disney's Pixar film A Bug's Life. It is dark, it is scary, so be careful of that, but it is pretty fun in my opinion. Other quote-unquote shows as well, like the Flotillas, where you can see Rafiki, Timon, Pocahontas, Mickey, Minnie. You can see Doug and Russell, and you can also see the drummers as well. Other things that file into the line of experiences is just the amount of animals that you can see, especially over in the front and around the Tree of Life alone. You get to see things like multiple different species of birds, turtles, crocodiles, you can see flamingos, you can see sloths, and there's just so many different animals that you can see kind of hidden throughout the park, which I think is just such a super fun bonus in my opinion. You have other entertainments like the Tam Tam Jumpers of Harambe, the Harambe Village Acrobats, and you have Divine, and now she is spectacular. Like, she's just, look at her. she's amazing. Another super fun thing that you can do is the Wilderness Explorer stations. You can become a Wilderness Explorer. This is kind of for your preschool and above range of children. This is where you can complete challenges and earn adventure badges as you work your way around the park. There are multiple locations throughout the park, and I think it's super duper fun. With all of that said, let's head on over into Asia to check out the Maharaja Jungle Trek. Brief pause for Kevin. Hey Kevin. Here in the back of Asia, you have the Maharaja Jungle Trek. This is where you embark on a self-guided walking tour of Southeast Asia, home to tigers, dozens of bird species, a flying fox, and a Komodo dragon. Moving on to your most kid-friendly section in Animal Kingdom, it is Dinoland USA. There's so many fun things to do here, like these games, carnival games that you would see at your local fair or carnival. I think is super duper fun. You have Triceratops Spin. This is an any age, any height. You can fly high on a dinosaur around a twirling tin toy topped at this delightful carnival-inspired attraction. There's some more, but also the music in Dinoland USA is the best in any of the parks. You also get to meet characters like Donald Duck, Daisy Duck as well. Oh, she looks gorgeous. And finally for this section, you have the Boneyard. This is an airy, open play space designed to look like a dinosaur dig site where kids can explore and have fun. It is massive. There's lots of sand and slides and so much fun activities in there. I'm not going to get any closer, obviously, but it is so much fun for your kids to just run out their wiggles in their system. You can also meet Chip and Dale inside of Dinoland USA. I didn't see them in there when I was in there at that time, but you can also meet them. And you can also meet Safari, Mickey, and Minnie. Not in Dinoland USA, but you can also meet Safari, Mickey, and Minnie here in Animal Kingdom. You can also meet right outside of the entrance of Dinoland USA, in between kind of Discovery Island and Dinoland. You can actually meet Moana. She is back there in this trail area. It can usually be a pretty long wait. She's one of the newer characters that you can meet, but you can meet Moana as well. Now that was everything family friendly here in Disney's Animal Kingdom that you can do with you and your kiddos. I hope this video helped you plan out your trip to give it a more magical vacation. If you want to come to Animal Kingdom with you and your kids, I highly recommend that you check out Mickey Travels. They are our diamond level travel agency that will be able to book, plan, and make your trip the most magical vacation possible. With that said, my name is Miranda, and I hope you have had a wild day. Bye!